Guys, I'm Coach Douglas, as many of you know already, and I've been around for quite a while now, 54 years young, and yeah, I've been in the gym since I was 17 years old, but that was in the days when I was sick, overweight, well, obese, and I had asthma, blue Ventolin inhaler, I had the brown steroid inhaler, I had chest infections, migraines, I was allergic to cat, dust, pollen, flowers, grass, dust, you name it, everything. And I used to be really sick. I couldn't play sports at school. I was just too big and lazy and tired and out of breath, in and out the hospital, maybe 20 times or more over the years when I was younger on a nebulizer and taking different medications from the doctor, of course, because you don't know any better and your mum doesn't either. And so I decided to change things and do some research and look into optimum nutrition and look into things, how things affect us and how food affects us and how we react to food and how that changes your body and how that can be a killer or a lifesaver. You know, it's just like superfoods, things that are low in the glycemic index, things that are low GL, things that are going to be a more complex carbohydrate, good clean sources of protein, healthy fats, vegetables, fiber, understanding about alkaline in your body, understanding about minimize the acidity levels, and understanding things like controlling your insulin, controlling your cortisol, and just making yourself better and healthier and fitter and stronger, improving recovery, recuperation, repair, toning muscle, raising metabolism to burn fat, and keeping your immune system strong. They're all very, very important things if you want to live a longer and a higher quality of life, if that makes sense. I'm sure it does for many of you, right? So that's enough about me. We'll go into some pros and cons of training, methods, principles, and the way that people are training, and what I've seen for the last 38 years from London, Canary Islands, Ibiza, 7 years now in Bali. And the average person wants to lose some fat, wants to tone up, wants to be a little bit more defined and have a physique and be a little bit fitter, you know, and just, you know, if you're a woman, you want to have a better figure, you want to lose the belly. These are the things that people talk about mostly. But also, as well as that, we want to minimize the risk of injury. We want to make sure we don't, you know, put ourselves into any pain and hurt our shoulders, get pain in our lower back, knees, ankles, elbows. All of these things make a major, major part, you know, in your training and your regime and your future self, right? Because once you have an injury, once you have pain, you're going to stop training, you're going to fall backwards, and you have to start all over again. And that can sometimes feel very frustrating, right? So I think you got the main gist. And throughout my videos, we'll talk about optimum nutrition and understanding what that really is and what eating healthy really means, because 90% of the world still really doesn't understand that, you know. And training, the methods, the principles, why you would train a certain way, what are the best ways to train for muscle tone, for fat loss, and not to overstrain the body, and just listen to your body and get stronger and get more muscular endurance and physical endurance and stamina. And all of these things, slowly working with your body, listening to your body, knowing the signs and knowing when is the right time to do another rep, to do another 2.5 kilos, to do another set. All of these things matter, right? And it comes down to the foundations, the roots. If the foundations aren't laid and you put the brick walls in and you start to put doors and windows and a roof, it's going to come crashing down. And that's what we're going to try to eliminate. And we're going to minimize the risks of all of those things, okay? Yeah? You ready? You good?